Man, Shadow is just bringing it all out here. Look out. Oh, Games Guru cut him off there. Maybe on that ring bell that Shadow brought in, I believe. That shattered into pieces. Oh man, what a DDT, almost on that trash can. That could have been fatal. Could have broke Shadow's neck with that one. No, the ring bell has not been damaged. But Shadow's head is currently being damaged. Off the head scissors. And now again, oh. I was going to say a suplex, but it got reversed. And a drop kick. Sandwiching Shadow into the corner. Again, Shadow has to win this match to make Star believe, even if she may be not here, she's definitely watching, that Shadow is once again championship material. As this match progresses, and when you've got to prove something to Star, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to impress her. How do you know? That's only because you haven't impressed her yet. Yeah, but I don't perform on Raw, so there's a very slim chance of me doing that. You don't perform hardly ever. But anyway, Shadow going around into that headlock. But the wear and tear is on Shadow's head right now. As he goes back to the weapons. Time to dish out some more destruction. And he's got that ring bell. Oh. And hammering down on the Games Guru's head, on the back of his head. You talk about losing brain cells. Games Guru just lost a few there. And they're valuable. I would have thought anyone's brain cells would be valuable. Uh-oh. You may be losing a few now. There's the unprettier on the outside. Shadow's face driven right down into the floor on the mat. And as we said before, it's not very safe out there. But then again, this is a street fight. These guys can go anywhere they want. But the pin has to end inside the ring, though. This is not false count anywhere. And Games Guru sticking that trash can on Shadow's head. But wait a minute. Oh, beautiful. Almost on that trash can as well. The spine buster, and now Shadow looking for a victory here. Look at this. Here comes one ultimate pedigree. Oh! And that's going to be double powerful because of that Chaos Emerald he's got in his possession. Here's the hook of the leg, and the cover, and the 1, 2, 3. And Shadow scores a victory here in the street fight. Can that convince Star? Well, Star, if you're watching, I believe that Shadow is main event material. I believe that he should have a rematch for the World Championship. But that's me. Then again, I am the owner. But then again, she is the general manager. She makes the matches, I approve them. And I'm certainly going to approve Shadow versus Bart for Summer Strike. But she's going to make it, right? Yep. She's the one that makes the matches. But a nice victory by Shadow here. That was sweet. In your view. Well, this next match is going to be even more sweet. It's tonight's main event. Metal Sonic takes on the world champion Bart. Bart has got one hell of a mountain to climb here. The former and the first ever ASF World Champion. Let me remind everyone. Yeah, but he didn't keep it for as long as Bart has. Bart's already broken the record here for the longest reigning world champion here in the ASF. And here comes the first ever ASF World Champion. He did sacrifice quite a bit to get that championship. I'd like to remind you, he did that huge tournament that started it all here for the ASF. Certainly here on YouTube, anyway. can Bart defend against the former champion? Bart won the title in a cage match. That was back at Backlash. And, well, Metal Sonic was one of the participants. And let's never forget Metal Sonic's other job description now. He's now Star's bodyguard, but seeing as she's not here, well, actually, Star told me that she actually doesn't like Bart very much as the world champion. She actually despises him as the world champion. And I must agree, Bart has not been the greatest world champion ever, but he's managed to keep hold of it, and that's what's important. It's not about how you win it, it's just about winning it. Doesn't matter what you do in the match. Here comes the world champion, speak of the devil. Bart is not exactly the devil, but he's getting there. Well, who knows, you might worship the devil, who knows. Let's not get put ideas into everyone's head, shall we? That's a good idea. Thanks for bringing me back down to earth. So, what's your opinion then, Eggman? Who's going to win, the current champion or the former champion? Well, the former champion. He's been on a roll as of late. He won that Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood. One hell of a victory there. He won that match, and Bart only won a First Blood match. Only? You're saying only a First Blood match. First Blood matches are very hard, and Bart managed to pull that off. Of course, making Shadow the record breaker, being the first one to ever bleed here in the ASF. But that didn't mind. I guess Shadow wants more. And perhaps he'll get more after that victory in the street fight. But now we're on to this match. And Bart, who knows what he's going to pull off to get a victory here in this match. Everything and anything he can. Although this is not no disqualifications or anything, so Bart can't use that to his advantage. He's got to do a straight up clean fight with Metal Sonic here, and straight up fights with Metal Sonic are not easy if you're only 10 years old. Says you. Lack of experience. Were you fighting robots when you were 10 years old? I was not. Yeah, I thought so. What were you doing when you were 10 years old? Too far back to remember, thanks. And no, I'm not 100 years old or something like that. But I certainly wasn't beating up robots myself. I was more like creating them. Well, anyway, let's not talk about what happened in our pastimes. Let's talk about this match. That's a brilliant idea. And we're both giving each other brilliant ideas, aren't we? Look out. Oh! Huge throw by Metal Sonic there. And paying more attention to the crowd there on that one. Nothing like getting the fan support behind you. Although in this match, when you're facing the world champion, you got to stay focused. Otherwise, one mistake and, well, you can see the results right now. As Bart is all over his opponent here tonight. He needs to be. Metal Sonic has a great bit of, well, he's got a lot of resilience. He's got a high threshold of pain. Look out, Sidewalk Slam! Down on Bart's back. That's not going to do him any favors in this match. Any move that Metal Sonic puts on you, it just hurts like hell. Because he's that powerful and that mighty. And Bart taking a shot into the gut there. And look at this. Bart turning him around everywhere he can. And there's a stunner. And Bart going for the pin early here. 1, 2, and... oh!